Greetings, humans! Greetings and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran. I'd be in the woods, people. It's where bears live. And don't you know, 7 out of 8 TikTok women, they would agree. I'd rather see a bear in the woods than a man in the woods. It's YouTube's #1 show by a bear, your very special emotional support animal, people. You know, a lot of times Bear gets, right before the show, sometimes he's just like, like ready to go, counting down the seconds before 8 o'clock, and you hit the button, you go live, and you pow right out of the gate. And other times Bear's like, oh crap, it's 8 o'clock, I gotta get going here, man. Click, 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 click. So that's where we're at here today, people. But glad to have all of you here with us. Here today, people, for another great fun-filled episode. That's right. We're gonna be talking some fashion, people. I know it's been a minute. Gotta wait on our good friend P Money to come around, but boy, oh boy, got back from the Met Gala. Holy moly, people, there's a lot of dandies out there today. Black dandies, if you will. Some interesting stuff to go over here with you good people today. I tell you, people, sometimes I'm asked, what kind of show do you do, Beer? Well, we've got the stuff with, campaign updates and all that good stuff. Listen, go check out Tight Mouse and Bite, My Asthma, yada, yada, yada. Of course, also Cyberfrog as well, if you must. I don't know. Has he figured out whether or not to say, hey, let's not, try to collate all the artists out there, who I approve of and who I don't approve. That'd be kind of technically gatekeeping out here. I don't know. Anyways, 805, 337 people. But, every once in a while we step off the path here. P-Money, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something a little behind the scenes information here for you good people. I respect the audience out here. Of course, as Bear should. Every once in a while we, for the ladies out there, sometimes the artists, to check out different styles and fashions and all that sort of stuff. We do a fashion show every once in a while. And I was ready to go, people. I was ready to go with another great fashion show. I said, it's the first Monday in May. We just had our horse races with the hats. Now we're going to do the Met Gala. People, I literally could not. Could not. Peabody, it's your lucky day. It literally is your lucky day. Ready to do, not that I'm filling up time or anything like that, but I had a nice little chunk set aside here. Do a little bit of fashion show. Boy, oh boy, are you people going to be glad that Bear is not, I repeat, not going to do a fashion show for you good people. Let me just bring it up here. I'll show you what we're talking about. Let me bring you good folks in here. For crying out loud. Dang, professional show one of these days. Here we go. Click on the thing. There we are. Alright, so we have... I had it, people. I had it ready to go. Right there at Bear's Claws. I hear from Deadline. Robert Lang, the Met Gala 2025 photos, the best of the red carpets. I couldn't pick out one. I couldn't pick out one of the best. There's no best at all. None whatsoever. I'm just gonna read a little bit here and let me explain it, and you people tell Bear what you think about this. Yay, Bear's fashion adventures. Amy, I hate to disappoint. I do hate to disappoint both you and Melissa out here. But I gotta respect the audience out here. The rest of the audience out here. There was a time, like even a week ago, when Bear would spend like 30 minutes talking about hockey. And now he's abandoned hockey talk for fashion talk. You're lucky I didn't. You're lucky, P-Money. I'll show you here in just a moment. show you here in just a moment here that marking the opening of the Costumes Institute Spring Exhibition. And the super fine Taylor in the Black style. The Met Gala is taking place on the first Monday in May the 5th with the dress code tailored. Well, they call it tailored for you, but it ain't for you. It's definitely not for you at all. I forget the trophies and acceptance speeches at fashion's most exclusive annual convergence. The true prize is a coveted invitation and the opportunity to command the world's attention on the red carpet. Oh boy, people. Only a careful, curated list holds the golden ticket. What is this? Like Willy Wonka? From cultural titans, quote unquote, spanning film, the political arena, the music charts, and the pinnacles of power across industries. Well, I know all of you just can't wait to check out some of the great fashions, including Dead Behind the Eyes Teresa Thompson. You have any indication of why Bear says that? Just look at that. Look at that. The night's sole currency is its senatorial impact. Yeah, right. Measured in the waves of applause and collective gasps as attendees are challenged to transcend mere attire, transforming themselves into walking exhibitions that interpret the profound legacy of tailoring, particularly in the, quote, black style, people. Black style. Which I am missing our official black man out here. Where is Jimmy? He showed up late last night. I meant to tell him all about it here. Inspired by Monica L. Miller's 2009 book, and we all have it, don't we, people? Slaves to Fashion, Black Dandyism, and the styling of the Black Diasporic Identity. The Superfine Tailoring Black Style exhibition is structured into 12 sections. 12 of them. Ownership, presence, distinction, disguise, freedom, champion, respectability. Thank you, Jeff Goldblum. You look very respectable in that pimp outfit. Jook, a term referencing a space for leisurely activities, is defined by Zora Nell Hurston. We all know her. Him? I don't know. Heritage, beauty, cool, and cosmopolitan. This framework provides a deep dive into the exhibition's core themes. Superfine will feature garments, paintings, and photographs, and more from artists including a bunch of people, a bunch of frickin' dandies out here, people. Look at this. What the hell's going on there? Really? Seriously? Is that even real? I don't even know if that's even real, people, but listen, there was a lot. There was a lot, people. I curated some of the, quote, better ones that we have out here. What's the deal with the dude, the man purse, for crying out loud? The other lady can't smile to save her life, so, people, this is what you're supposed to be wearing. Oh, God, Halle Berry. I mean, looks great and all. There's Halle Berry, and then there's also going to be Halle Berry as well. The two Halle Berries. They emerged side by side, I guess. So, this is the better ones, P-Money. That's quite a low bar. I have no idea what the hell's going on with Jenna Ortega. Looks like a disco ball or maybe some sort of, like, rulers, like metal rulers that they're doing. I don't know. The fellow wearing the piano is Andre 3000. That would be one half of the former super group called Outkast. There's Halle Berry, who actually just had another brand new album come out. That's why he had a piano on his back. He came out with an album. Okay, so you're a hip-hop star. You'd figure, okay, he's going to make a hip-hop album. No, it's a bunch of piano diddles, you know, for whatever reason. It didn't even make any sense. He talks about it for 3 seconds before the song comes on. That's it. Like Andre. What the hell, man? You're like 100 times more talented than the rest of them. But, anyways, Piano on his back, a garbage bag. That was high fashion. People, you better be glad. Very glad that Bear didn't show some of the other stuff that's going on here, man. Definitely some stuff that's going on. I wonder about the awfuls out there. Why the awfuls are trying to turn all these black men gay for some reason. I have no idea. The awfuls, the affluent, female white liberals, the awfuls out there. So there's dead behind the eyes Tessa Thompson wearing, I don't know, some sort of dandy outfit, I suppose. I chose females because the dudes, other than Jeff Goldblum, the dudes look gay AF, people. Not necessarily George Lucas, but everybody else. Everybody else looked gay AF, people. Gay, as it will. If the light is shining on her disco ball dress, anyone dancing with her is gonna get blinded, says Peewee. Well, it's not about functionality. There's Andre 3000 carrying a piano and also a garbage bag for some reason. I don't know why. Which, by the way, I mean, he had great style even back in the late 90s. I mean, he was not dandyism, but he had some great style back then. I don't know what the hell happened. He started playing piano and just kind of went off the deep end. And, of course, Jeff Goldblum as a pimp, apparently. I would go see a movie with Jeff Goldblum as a pimp in, like, the 1970s New York. That would be an interesting one there, but, I don't know about this man. I really... I don't know about this one, man. So, P-Money, you better be thanking Bear. You better be thanking Bear. I could make the full hour of black dandyism out here. I really was wondering if Jiminy Cricket was going to show up. Wanted to get his expert opinion on what was going on, but oh well. He'll show up just as I'm about to go off and say hello to everybody. So what the hell? I have no idea what's going on there. I have no idea whatsoever, people. But yes, it was very, very, very stupid. Let's just call it as it is. It's stupid, people. It's like literally stupid. These people are just laughing at you, saying, "Oh yeah, go wear this stuff. Oh yeah, it's great. It's terrific." It was supposed to be like slave owners would dress up their slaves as like I don't know in high fashion, I suppose, and that was a thing. I mean, maybe for like a party or something if you were serving drinks, I guess. But no, that's not a thing. That's not a thing at all. So apparently, the mixture between BLM and homosexuality found its home at the Met Gala. That was the golden ticket, people. That's the who's who of who's who out there trying to put on whatever the heck's going. What the heck is Halle Berry and Haley Berry doing? Especially Haley Berry. That dress is like 3 times her size. I have no idea what's going on here. How much did these outfits cost? P-Money, if you had to ask, you can't afford it. Oh my gosh, who came up with these outfits, says Amy? Mentally, the criminally insane, probably? I would assume the criminally insane, Amy. I would definitely assume that, so... So, P-Money, listen. You owe Bear a very special thank you for not doing a fashion show tonight. I could have. Gonna make the whole hour fashion show. Nothing but dandies left and right. Nothing but dandy. Listen, here, hold on. I will give you a good example. Let me find one here. Hold on. Let me find a good example of what I'm talking about here. Let's see. Let's scroll through. Okay, yeah, there's that one. Oh, okay. Here is the. Hold on. Pardon me 1 second here. Here's the full screen view of whatever the hell that thing was. It doesn't. It's like all 2D. She's not even. It's just like a head. It's just like a head. You don't even see the feet. It's like, how she gets up those steps, I have no idea. Or how you open a door, I have no idea, man. This is the tame stuff here, people. Tame stuff. A jacket made of moldy lettuce with a fish-bowed brooch. I always read that as crotch. A fish-bowed brooch. Sure, why not, says Amy. Thank you, Bear, for only making me lose 10 minutes of my life. I can't get back. And not an hour. Yeah, I know. You're welcome. You're welcome, sir. Oh, there's Rooster Cogburn. There we go, and his pregnant wife, I would assume. But yeah, here you go. Here's some of the interesting outfits that are out there. Yeah, we saw her. I have no idea what the hell's going on there. There's Chris Rock, apparently. I don't know what Questlove is doing with a suit 3 times his size, but there you go. There you are. There's Andre 3000 with the thing on his back. Yeah, so even Stevie Wonder. I don't know, people. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on here, people. This is not... That's not even a hat, lady. That's a wire for a hat. That's not even a hat. I don't know who that lady is. There. I was looking for the dandy fellas out here. There's Horseface. Anyways, so there is... I mean, some nice stuff. There's Madonna, smoking a cigar, apparently. I guess, but, anyways, so there was... Jimmy Fallon for some reason? I don't know. There you go. There. Okay, so this is more kind of the fashion that you're looking at that Beer was not going to show. So you're welcome. You're welcome, Peabody. You're welcome. I will take the thanks after the show. I'm sure you'll send it Bear's way. I do appreciate that. So there you go. There is some of the craziness that's yeah. Here you go. Here's another one. Hell's going on here, man? What the heck is going on here? Oh, yeah, people. Anyway, so if you ever wanted some fashion advice, don't, please. Just do not take it from a bear, people. Just don't do it. Just don't. Alright, let's move on, people, to more exciting things that's going on in the world these days, other than weirdo fashion by a bunch of weirdo people trying to... First they tried to turn the frogs gay, and now they're trying to turn black men gay for some reason. I don't know why. I have no idea why, but that's apparently where we're at here in 2025. And all the awfuls out there. Speaking of awfuls, from bounding into comics, J.B. Augustine... Oh, God. James Gunn, people. Accused of a self-insert in Superman, heyo, as the timeless hero allegedly battles fake news and online trolls in the upcoming DCU film. No wonder he's crying, like a little baby. I didn't get a soy latte. Poor Superman. And he's got trolls online. Why? Why? I mean, I can fly around the world and turn back time, but I cannot stand the online trolls, apparently. Following the news, the Man of Steel struggles against mutant monkey Twitter bots from another dimension. That is a sentence I never thought I would say. Man of Steel struggles against mutant monkey Twitter bots from another dimension. It's being said that Superman will do battle with fake news in his next movie. So does that mean that Superman is kind of stand-in for Trump? Is that where we're going here? Not really. Trolls are more dangerous to Superman than kryptonite. There you go. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Bear, would you recommend the outfits at the Met? No. No. Let me make a longer thesis of this, okay? No. No. In the next X-Men movie, the X-Men face the mutant monkey Twitter bots. That ought to be interesting. This has people wondering if its director and writer, James Gunn, is projecting too much of himself onto a story that's supposed to focus on an all-American golden age strange character. What? You trying to tell me that James Gunn has hijacked Superman to tell his old little tale about how he was caught red-handed with a CP adjacent material out there and supporting a bunch of CP that he had to be fired from Disney and then hired by Warner Brothers to do some stupid movie about something. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, it's possible, people. It's definitely possible. Oh my God! Potential spoilers ahead, people. Spoilers ahead here. According to Film Threats Chris Core, when he appeared on a live stream with nerdrotic Gary Buechler, who I have been reliably informed is in fact a birthday clown. A fake news campaign will be used by Lex Luthor against Superman to turn public opinion of him negative. So what? A Gore who confirmed through an inside source that attended a test screening of the super crap, that I would turn this around and just say super crap is the movie. There you go. I think that would work. The screening of the super crap reports were true, and says that Lex Luthor gets a hold of a recording by Jor-El and alters it to make it look like his son has been sent to conquer the world. Ooh. To be fair, if this scoop is indeed accurate, it's nothing we haven't seen before. Similar themes were explored on Smallville, really? And in the DC EU, where Superman came to blows with Batman over a 1% chance, becoming an absolute certainty. He's also prophesied as going to the dark side and the dark side in the Zack Snyder's Justice League. Second, a fake news plot doesn't sound as bad or cheesy as monkeys trolling social media. Interdimensional monkeys trolling social media. There is that, and the fact that Super S monkey jokes only appear briefly for about 30 seconds. Pardon me. Get all choked out, people. Here we go. Sorry. Wrong pipe, people. Wrong pipe. Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright, let's go live in 3, 2... Oh, crap, we are live. Let's see, where were we? Yes, I'm okay, Amy, thank you. Alright, you take it from here, Amy. I'm just gonna sit back. Oh, crap, I'm the only one on the show. Okay, well, we will continue. Yeah, I am getting choked up over the mutant monkey Twitter bots. I think the tongue twisting got to bear. Don't swallow the salmon whole. 30 seconds for a Super S monkey joke. 30 seconds on screen. It doesn't sound that bad. Doesn't sound that bad. It's like I only dropped the steak on the floor for like a minute. Sure, it was on the floor. And sure, we're serving it to you, but hey, listen, it only got dirty a little. There might be just like a little bit of dirt. Might be a little bit of grime on the steak that you paid for, but it'll be okay. It'll be alright. To begin with, one thing Gunn is known for is diddling the kids, apparently. Oh, wait, and for something his fans would agree he does best, diddling the kids, apparently, is crude, self-aware humor. I don't think it's very self-aware. But increasingly, his, quote, humor has gotten so self-aware that it becomes personal. Having lost a job because of the internet. No, he didn't lose the job because of the internet. Come on, bounding into comics. Come on, man. Seriously. He did not lose his job because of the internet. He lost his job because he was on the internet posting a bunch of really weird stuff about kids. That's why. That's why you don't want this guy anywhere near a kids movie. You don't want him anywhere near a movie, honestly, but Yeah, no, he didn't lose the job because of the quotes, the internet. Ay, ay, ay. He made dumb bro incels the henchmen of Cersei and the creature commandos. And he's returning to that well in Superman because he literally has got nothing. Nothing, man. Got nothing. Technically, trolls who fit that description almost ruined his career, at least in his eyes. Man, for crying out loud, why couldn't we get a scalp? Honestly, I would have loved a scalp. It would have been fine. Oh, Bear, you can't be in cancel culture. You can't have alleged PDF files out there working. God forbid, Bear, keep your mouth shut. No, I won't. I will not. I might get choked up. But no, I won't. Despite raising the power of DC and Warner Brothers, it seems like Gunn can't let that go. The kids or his career? Gore Buchler and a comic book news presents Super S and the fake news plot device is evidence of Gunn's mentality and inability to move on. One might say. And listen, listen. Every single shot that I've seen of this entire movie, right? Okay, we got this one, right? Where was the one that we had? He's like flying around. Hold on 1 second here. Let me find it. I think I got it here. There we go. This one, right? Right. We got that one. There's the other one. They're all just. This is probably one of the better shots because it's not like head on, literally head on, so to speak. Flat head on. Level and everything. At least it's like tilted a little bit, showing maybe his inner thoughts, I suppose. I like this. I like that one, but everything else just looks like that. This just looks crap. What was it? The Suicide Squad. That's right. Look at this. Gray. And then you got this, like, Adobe After Effects slap-on CGI shot with, like, I don't know, an eyeball? A starfish eyeball? I'm sure there's something in there, but I'm not going to go there. Let's see. Anyways, beyond that, in what could be attributed to his newfound power at the studio level, and has been by the pundits mentioned, Gunn has taken the spotlight from the characters he's shepherding. At every turn, we're reminded Superman is a James Gunn film. It's taken him years to get to this point. Why couldn't it take many more years? That's what I want to ask. Gosh dang it. Warner has been chasing after Gunn to make a Superman movie for so many years. Why? Why would you do that? Why? We got a bunch of other great directors out there that could do it. It's fine. There's like a bunch out there. I would listen. A Rooster Cogburn directing a Superman movie. That would be great. I'd rather see him direct it than James Gunn, for crying out loud. Other request dates before the pandemic and the Biden quote-unquote presidency. He kept turning them down at the time, and not solely because he was busy at Marvel. Gunn thought the endeavor would be too hard. Back in 2018, I was first offered Superman. He explained something, I don't care. And I was like, oh my god, that seems so cool. I'd love to do that. I don't know if I can, though. It seems so hard, I just don't know. It's Superman. How hard can it be? We also wanted you to do Suicide Squad. Oh, for crying out loud, what a step down. And I went down the easier path, because that's what I do. It's a group of ragtag anti-heroes. It's rated R instead of PG-13. So I did that. This is essentially a carbon copy of Guardians of the Galaxy. Except for its different characters. It's rated R. That's about it. That's all he knows. Listen, that's all that James Gunn knows. He knows horror, and he knows anti-heroes and ragtag group of people. He doesn't know, like, Boy Scout Superman out there that's, hey, truth, justice, the American way, I'm gonna save the world and all that. He doesn't know this. That's not in his world view. Not at all. Not at all. Is it Starro? Probably. I don't know. I didn't see that stinking movie, man. I couldn't tell you. Starro, yes. You're correct, Amy. Starro. Maybe it's a great character. I have no idea. It looks retarded. Straight up retards, man. Retards. I mean, again, just look at it. It's, gray. I mean, what are the colors that you see here? Gray, obviously. Like a dirty yellow, I guess. I guess that's supposed to be clouds. I don't know. That's sunset, apparently. I have no idea. Anyways, and then you got, okay, well, let's contrast it. Let's contrast it with some colors. Oh, okay, all right. Well, let's get off purple and a light blue. Oh, okay, that's gonna be our contrast. Wait, you don't want like maybe a bright red or yellow, or if we're gonna go with blue, maybe a really dark blue or something like that, or maybe like a metallic blue, something. Give me something here, James Gunn. Right out loud. Starro does look ridiculous, but he's pretty scary. Yeah, especially when he looks at you. I guess. I don't know. I never saw the movie. I couldn't tell you. I'm not going to see Superman mainly because it's a James Gunn movie. Still, they continue. Gunn molded over. Over the years, I think, how was I going to do Superman if I ever had the chance to do it? How do you take a character like this who's perceived as old-fashioned by many? By many. There's been so many different permutations. I learned that today. Permutations of the character throughout the years. How can you do it for a modern audience? It's just too much. How can you do it for a modern audience? I don't know. Let's make up, I don't know, monkeys from another dimension that, writes on keyboards to make fake news, and we get his dad, and we change the video so it makes him look bad. Everybody just looks down on Superman, and he just doesn't feel right. He's gotta overcome by directing another movie for people. I meant saving the day. I'm James Gunn. I am not Superman. I'm not Superman at all. How can you do it for another modern audience? Easy. Listen, okay, here we go. Listen, actually, they did it actually pretty good here. A TV show that Bear saw not that long ago. Sorry if I'm gonna spoil this. Just real quickly here. If you want to go check out a good one, go check out a great series called Sugar. If you can get it on Apple TV, some good stuff. Good stuff out there. Spoiler alert. I'm sorry, people. I gotta spoil this for just a second. Colin Farrell, he is a sort of a private eye detective. He's actually an alien, people. He's an alien. Don't you know? He's actually got, I don't know, alien powers, superpowers, whatever you want to call it. But the entire TV series, he's trying to hide. He's trying to make sure that he's not caught or found out as a alien from another planet on Earth. So, I don't know. Why not have, and this might be a little stretch here, but why not have Superman play an alien that, is on the planet Earth, and he's trying to blend in, kind of Kid Clark, he's trying to blend in with all the humans out there, so he can't show his superpowers all the time, but, every once in a while he needs to save the day, maybe the one in the trailer with the girl that's, I guess there was, I don't know, oxygen tanks or something like that exploding in the background, and Superman comes in and kind of saves the girl. That's great. Hey, terrific. Do a lot of little vignettes like that, especially in today's world where everybody's got like a camera on their phone. So Superman, he's got to rush in real quickly, maybe turn his head so you don't capture, oh, hey, wait a minute, that's Clark Kent in a funny outfit over there. Maybe he's at, the Daily Bugle out there trying to make sure that, Lois Lane, she's trying to find out who this Superman is, so he's got to kind of make sure that he kind of keeps an eye on this Lois Lane lady and make sure that she doesn't find out his true identity, but he ends up falling in love with her, in the process and everything, and he's conflicted about, should I share my identity or not, all the while trying to save stuff, and maybe, I don't know, Lex Luthor has a great idea about robbing a bank or something like that, so he stops that. Yeah, some little vignette stuff like that, like saving the day type stuff. I don't know, James Gunn, that's just 2 minutes off the top of Bear's head here, but I literally came up with a better idea for a movie than you did. Crying out loud. Oh no, let's put a giant monster in there for some reason. Oh yeah, okay, sure, why not? What the hell? That'd be cool, like tons of viral YouTube videos of this flying guy saving people. Yeah, who is this flying guy? Where did he come from? Does he have a mysterious past? And of course, Clark Kent's there in, the newsroom, so if you wanted to do like a fake news kind of twist story, Clark Kent is writing about Superman, but, he's trying to deflect. He's trying to, make sure that people don't find out about his secret identity. Oh God, what was that Kevin Costner movie all those years ago where he was in the Pentagon? They were trying to find out like who the spy was in the Pentagon. It turned out to be Kevin Costner. Spoiler alert. The entire time, but he was the one doing the investigation. Something like that, where the person that's guilty of the crime is investigating the crime, that sort of deal. That would be a very interesting element as a Superman movie. You don't have to spend $300 million to make it. Just kind of make it small. Personal Superman movie. There you go. If it does great, okay, terrific. Maybe he's found out, he goes save the world. I just came up with a better Superman movie in 5 frickin' minutes, James Gunn, for crying out loud. No Way Out. Thank you, people. Thank you. Thank you so much. The power of the chat, people. Power of the chat. There we go. Yes, No Way Out. Sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. There you go. Gunn has had much of the same explanation in the recent look behind the scenes of Superman. His partner at DC Studios, the Safran, explained in the same short that Gunn took the job when he finally had an in. Without getting too specific, I bet he had an in. I bet he had an in, and then an out, and then an in again. I would definitely believe that. This might include placing trolls and fake news in opposition to the Man of Steel on top of the other familiar tropes Gunn wrote into his film. God, this sounds horrible. It also has all the fantastical elements that we've never really seen in a Superman movie. Gee, I wonder why. The flying dog, the giant kaiju, the pocket universes, science and sorcery, all these things that were in the old Max Fletcher cartoons. Are they cartoons or are they comics? Which one is it? Crying out loud. Pot and the Bear is an interesting accent. That's true. Maybe we haven't seen it. It just comes off the top of the head, P-Money. It just comes straight off the top of the head here. Maybe we haven't seen these things in a Superman movie, at least not a live-action one. But each of them have appeared in almost every James Gunn movie in the past 10 years. Guardians Trilogy had a variation of animals and pets of all kinds. Did they have, like, animal torture in the last movie? Crying out loud, that weirdo. Suicide Squad had a Peacemaker. Suicide and Peacemaker had a kaiju. One of them was Starro. The ragtag group of heroes is also present and accounted for. Why does it have to be a ragtag? Why? Every time. Oh, it's a ragtag group of heroes. They come together. I would like to see a ragtag group of heroes come together and fail miserably. That's what I want to see. And the bad guy wins at the end of the day. It's like, screw you, ragtag group of heroes. You didn't have the family after all. Just couldn't do it. Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, and Hawk Girl. God, this sounds awful. Form an embryonic league called the Justice Gang. The Justice Gang, people. Oh boy. Oh, this sounds terrible. Sometimes people, it's not often that you can kind of look ahead at a movie and, there's a lot of bumps to making a movie, along the road to making a movie out there, and, sometimes a lot of people can oh my god, this movie's gotta take reshoots. Well, sometimes you miss some stuff, you gotta get some B-roll, whatever. Doesn't mean the movie is awful. Oh my god, the movie overspent by $10 million. Well, stuff happens, tariffs or whatever. It happens, people. So you never can fully tell when you see like a series of bad decisions that, it might make a bad movie, but other times you could look at stuff like calling them the Justice Gang and like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. It might do well the first weekend, but God, this does not look good. Does not look good. Sounds like a group of 12. Oh, careful, Peabody. That's right up. That is right up James Gunn's alley. 12-year-old boys. Coming up with a superhero team name. Yeah, Scooby is going to be in there as well. Judging by the name, they won't have their act together. Talking about James Gunn or the Justice Gang. But if that moniker doesn't make it clear, Nathan Fillion's summary of his approach to Guy should. Speaking with TV Guide, Fillion described Gardner as a selfish jerk who thinks overconfidence is a superpower. He's a jerk. Wow. Man, I really want to go see this movie with this guy as a jerk and a bad haircut. What's important to know is you don't have to be good to be a Green Lantern. You just have to be fearless. I guess same thing can go for James Gunn. You don't have to be good to be a director. You just have to be fearless. So Guy Gardner is fearless, and he's not very good. Oh, joy! I can't wait to see this in whatever stupid TV series that he's got going on. What's the deal with the haircuts? Seriously. Ugh, crying out loud. Guy Gardner is kind of the worst. The worst ever. At least the movie didn't overspend by $110 million like some Disney films. Amy, the movie overspent by $110 million. I can guarantee you. We can't even figure out, let me find it here. We can't even figure out what the budget is. They have not let us know. We had to do some deduction, basically with tax in Britain. They figured it was about $300 to $320 million. $320 million. Does this look like it cost $320 million? I don't know, man. I don't know. They didn't spend it on the FX, that's for sure. Did not at all. Where was I? There's like 8 human Green Lanterns. They picked Guy Gardner? Yep. I'm guessing they chose him because they hate the fans. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. I assume that James Gunn is a moron and he doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, he could write, listen, he could write the ragtag group of superheroes, but you try and get him out of that familiar, pattern that he's in, and he doesn't, he just writes about himself, apparently. He's not nice, they continue, which is very freeing as an actor, I guess, because you just think to yourself, what is the most selfish, self-serving thing I could do at this moment? Turn your superhero into a movie about monkeys and fake news? And that's the answer. That's what you do at the moment. I think if he had a superpower, it might be his overconfidence, people. And that he thinks that he could take on Superman. He can't, said Fillion. It's the same kind of flawed protagonist that we got in Star-Lord and Peacemaker, who barely resemble how they are written on the pages of Marvel and DC. I would have loved to have seen a 1950s, 40s, 50s version of Peacemaker. That would have been interesting. That would have been pretty interesting. The guy that goes to all of the arms control conferences and everything, and tries to make the world a better place by dialogue and all this other stuff, but has the alter ego of going around, kind of a what would you call it? Kind of a like a James Bond, I guess, sort of deal. That would have been interesting. Crying John Cena, not at all, man. Not at all. The Peacemaker and Star-Lord, the public consciousness understands are Gunn's revamped adaptations. Yay! We might see this occur with Superman himself. Please, dear God, no. In the self-insert accusations by Chris Gore, Nerdrotic and CBN are true. And trolls are enough to bomb an omnipresent Kryptonian out omnipotent Kryptonian elves. And remember, it's not just that. Crypto is redesigned after James Gunn's dog, really? He's the star of CinemaCon and the marketing and so on. So he put his dog into the movie as well. Wow. What a self-insert indeed. There's nothing wrong with that when James Gunn has a great track record on blockbuster IPs. Question mark? No. No. Look at... let's see. Suicide Squad didn't... it wasn't a bomb, but it didn't make a whole lot of money. It probably barely broke even. I think it lost money, if I remember correctly. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 made money, but nowhere near what the previous two did. So, if you're looking on that graph, James Gunn's output has gone down. I mean, not his output. His box office has went down, not up. However, making himself and his journey the focus is a bold, unorthodox strategy. Let's see how it turns out. When people want to know more about the story and what the cast brings to their iconic roles, we'll see if the approach pays off, Cotton, for Gunn, Warner Brothers, and DC in July. There you go. So it's a movie about the filmmaker's dog, asked Amy. I mean, dogs are cute and everything, but they already made a Super Pets film. Don't give him any ideas, Amy. Please, do not give him any ideas. He will make a Super Pets. A talking Super Pets. There you go. Forget Superman, let's just have a Super Dog instead. It'll star my dog. My beloved dog. There you go. Crying out loud. Bad haircut. Anyways, people, there's that. There is definitely that. I did have a long article here. I do want to get into it. It's a little log here. Basically what happened, we'll get to this the next show because we're coming up on 9 o'clock here. Basically what happened, there is tariffs put on the movies, people. Oh my god! No, not really. Calm down on the headlines. Calm down on the headlines. Basically what's happening is other countries that provide tax credits for studios to go overseas to film are going to be tariffed here in the United States. The idea being that instead of going overseas to make your movie in Hungary or Slovakia or something like that, even Canada, have them here in the USA. Have it filmed here in the US, even, God forbid, California. Trying to do them a favor out there in California. And of course, Variety, Deadline, all the other ones, they are apoplectic. So I might save this for the next time, people. I might save this for the next time. I just want to let you know what was going on out there. Don't get so caught up in the headline. They're going to say, we can't. They were making the comparison with Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible had various filming locations in Europe, and they're like, oh no, we can't have that anymore. It's gonna all have to be filmed in Georgia. It's like, no, that's not what we're aiming for. That's not what we're looking for here. It's films that are, let's just say, set in L.A., that film in, Slovakia, and call it L.A., or, Vancouver or something like that. Instead of that, say, hey, if you're going to make it L.A., film it in L.A. If you're not, we're going to tariff you. That's it. That's all. They're all figuring, oh, no, we can't have our wine and cheese and watch our French films, our auteur French films, and how it's going to derail the Cannes Film Festival. No, it's not. You can still take your frickin' film to Cannes, crying out loud. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But they are losing their minds, people, losing their minds. Yeah, the Cannes Film Festival, oh well, then I'm sure all the Trump supporters will change their minds after feel of losing the film festival, says P. Money. Yeah, it's almost like it's targeted to people that hate the rest of us. Interesting, that. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. So, we'll get to that in the next time. It's going to take me a long time to get through this, but just put a thumbnail on this, and we'll come back to this hopefully Saturday. hopefully Saturday. Oh, which, by the way, Amy, before we head out here in a little bit, is there a drawn and quartered tonight? And what is the topic? Gotta find out what the topic is. I haven't watched a couple in like a couple weeks, so I haven't been following. Have not been following at all, people. All right, people. Well, it is back, baby. It is back. We've got a brand new season of Foundation. Oh boy, oh boy. Bear started off his watch along with the season ending of season 1. Watching Bear's guilty pleasure out here, Foundation. It is. Listen, I can't recommend it other than to recommend to make fun of it. They had one excellent episode. The previous season, right before the season finale, and then the season finale, and then they crapped the bed. Completely crapped the bed. They had a whole bunch of stuff set up. Basically, Star Wars kind of took a lot of inspiration from Isaac Asimov and Foundation, so kind of like a proto-Star Wars. Essentially, it was destroying the Death Star and all this other stuff. Except for in this one, the Empire won! And then they didn't, which I thought was really lame, but yeah, there we go. There was that. So, do I have, hold on, do I have the, I do. Hold on one second here, people. Let's, do the thing with the thing here. Let's see, thing with the thing. Because I wanna show you good people what we're talking about. Burp. Here we go. I've not even seen this, so I don't know anything about it, but let's check it out here, people. Oh, hold on. Let me, hold on. I gotta, gosh dang it, hold on. Do the thing with thing. We'll see if I get struck by Apple here, crying out loud. Oh my god, they're starting where they left it off. Oh, for crying out loud. Anyways, hold on one second. Let me do the thing. The thing with the thing. Yes, I know. Alright. Thing here. I was not prepared. Definitely not prepared for this. But let's check it out. Let's see what it is all about here, people. Here we go. Can we hear it? Hopefully we can hear it. There we go.
Nothing will ever be the same again.
Oh no, not Water Girl. They brought Water Girl back. For crying out loud, why did you bring Water Girl back? Of all the characters you had to bring back, they killed off female Chris Rock last season, so I guess they had to bring back Water Girl. I call her Water Girl because she's from a planet that has a bunch of water and she swims a lot. That's her defining trait. And she's like psychic or can see the future or something. I don't know, it's not really clear. This July, me? Oh, Lee Pace. Oh, thank God. The saving grace of the entire series. One of these days, I'm just gonna compile it together of just like the Lee Pace scenes. You watch this series for anything other than Lee Pace, I don't know what the hell you're watching, man. Thank God. He looks like Jesus, though. In not a sacrilegious way. Crying out loud, people. Oh, that looks cool. They cut the budget for this. They had like a huge budget. One of the great things about the first 2 seasons is they threw money left after right on the series. So a lot of the CGI and everything is just like top notch. Top notch. The writing, not so much. Kind of woke-ish. I mean, there's some good stuff to it, but kind of woke-ish. Space Jesus. There we go. That's what I'll call him now. That's what I'll call him. That's a nice shot of blue, green, and then orange light. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Is upon us. And by the center of it is the mule.
So the mule guy came in last season. It was kind of at the very end of the last season. They kind of, so it's like the entire series takes place over like thousands of years, right? So every season we get little snippets every like couple 50 or 100 years, and then it might jump 300 years into the future or something. So they jumped ahead, I think, like 150 years or something like that. So it's like the universe. It's supposed to be the fall of the Roman Empire. Just think of that, but in space. So yeah, of course we got a space Jesus. Why not? Why not?
He will destroy everything. I see something.
So kind of like, I guess, Fall of the Roman Empire meets Star Wars is kind of the best way to describe it, I suppose. There we go. Oh, they're on a new planet.
I like. I take it.
A little bit more action, it looks like.
Just the boy, gentlemen.
Not pod racers. Oh my god, they had pod racers? Oh my god. Seriously? Oh, they got pod racers. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, anyways. Roman Empire, huh, says Amy. We have an 18-part series that they can study for fashion references. Yep. Sorry, Barry. Amy and I have to head out. Talk to you guys soon. Where's Amy going? Oh, sorry, Bear and Amy. Okay, well, thank you, P-Money. We're just about to wrap it up here. I just wanted to bring this up here at kind of ending note here. So, thank you so much, P-Money. Hope you enjoy the game out there. I'm not gonna say go Leafs, because I literally cannot. But it'll be an interesting game. So there you go. Thank you so much, P-Money. Pod racers. Oh, for crying out loud.
It's worse than
If we fail,
I mean, there's a lot more action in this now. I like that.
humanity will be lost
Friggin' pod racers. Can't believe it.
forever. We act or we lose.
Oh, that looks pretty cool. He's like space surf. Oh my god. Freaking water girl is space surfing. Okay, well, that'll be an interesting one. That'll be interesting on the 11th of July. Isn't that when freaking Superman is coming out? Hold on. When was Superman coming out? When was it? In July. Doesn't say what date it was. Thought it would say what date. Anyways. Well, I'll be watching that instead of Superman out here. So, there you go, people. There you go. If you want to go check out the Foundation, I may possibly, if there is any interest, I might do a watch along. But I tried to do it with Jimmy Cricket that one time, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna show up," and he never showed up, and I had to do it all by myself. That's no fun, man. No fun. 10 episodes. Okay. Cool beans. Every Friday through September 12th. Awesome. 152 years after events of season 2. So, there we go. I would recommend watching the previous series, 1 and 2, but just fast forward, anytime you don't see Lee Pace on the screen. You'll thank Bear later. You will definitely thank Bear later. Might not know what's going on, but you'll definitely thank Bear later. Water Girl, female Chris Rock, the other space. There literally is a space Jesus in the thing. What's his name? Halladin? What was it? I forget what his name is. Harry something or other. Harry Seldon. There we go. As I call him, Space Jesus. Water Girl, space robots, all sorts of good stuff here, people. All sorts, people. So, anyways, I'm gonna go check it out. Go check it out. If not, listen, what can I try, people. I try. This isn't one of these channels where we just poo-poo everything. You know, I poo-pooed, Superman here, but, you know, you gotta counteract it. You know, You can say, okay, here's what's bad, and maybe Foundation isn't the greatest, but hey, something to check out. Looks interesting. Definitely different than anything else out there, people. Definitely different than anything else. So do go check that out. Do go check that out. Well, I gotta say thank you to all of you out here for just joining Bear. You know, I mean, listen, 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, you can be doing just about anything, including watching a hockey game, apparently. But you're right here with Bear, so I appreciate all of that. Why am I echoing? I apologize. There we go. Appreciate all of that, people. So, thank you to. Oh, by the way, did we ever figure out if there was a D&Q tonight, Amy? I want to let people know about that. If not, that's fine. I hadn't seen it in a couple weeks, so I'm gonna try and check it out tonight. But if there's not, there's not. But let me thank Amy. Let me thank Melissa out here, P Money and Mrs. P Money and all the little P Moneys, and of course, am I missing anybody? I'm not. But I want to say thank you to all of our lurkers and Russian bots out here, and possibly even possibly even French folks as well. Merci beaucoup. That's all Bear knows. Wanna thank either way. I've not heard one way or the other, Amy says. Last week was Thunderbolts, which, by the way, we found out what the asterisk mark was. They're the new Avengers. Yay. It was a marketing thing. Yay. That was so stupid. That's so stupid. Oh, we're the new Avengers. No, you're not. Shut up. They all died. Crying out loud. Oh, was it good? I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't care to see it. The little asterisk marks, you saw Thunderbolts and there was an asterisk marks next to it. I was like, what the hell is the Thunderbolts asterisk marks? Well, the asterisk was the new Avengers. That was it. That was the big thing. So, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is apparently Avenger right now. So, yay? I guess? Maybe? I don't know, Amy. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you one way or the other, man. Kind of weird, but whatever the case may be, people. Whatever it may be, but you know what? You know what? All this talk about creepy James Gunn, weirdos wearing weird stuff at the Met Gala, Foundation coming back, all that stuff has made Bear hungry. So he's gonna head back. Oh, I was waiting on Jiminy Cricket to just like show up at the last second here. He did not show up at the last second. So until next time, people. Night, everyone.